Mehraneh Atashi, she's an Iranian woman. She was born in 1980, so she's part of the post-revolutionary generation. She lives in Iran, grew up there, has always worked there, and she's an artist photographer. I suppose what I particularly like about these photographs is the way she presents herself. She's photographed herself looking directly to the camera. It's almost like a defiance, but it's not a defiant expression. But in doing that, she's looking straight at the viewer and at the camera. In all of them, her face is more or less visible. It's in amongst a sort of silhouette of the city. So you've got the Muezzin's tower and the mosque, you've got houses and tower blocks, you've got the road. You can see actually a portrait of Tehran. So she's talking about self-portraits. She's placing herself in the street with these cars and the men walking around and so on. And so you've got these different layers of what's going on that she's amongst. She's kind of floating amongst it, really. They're also exquisitely beautiful. And the layering goes beyond the actual production of the photograph and the print. It goes into the layering of meaning that she's putting into it. I'll just read something that she wrote. She's talking about herself in this. She says, "In the last 30 years, Tehran is faced with enormous growth. The population has boomed and the city has lost most of its historical identity with huge, ridiculous buildings. Lots of memorial locations are now culturally disappeared, and the polluted streets are converting this city from a live location to a transitory and ordinary place. I have tried to explore the idea of making statues of myself in Tehran, watching the city through the eyes of a photographer and as an urban sculpture. Tehran's self-portraits are shot on a Holga, a lovely plastic Chinese camera.